Supply and demand, adoption versus burns. This is turning into something very strange when it comes to Shiba Inu Coin, Shibarium, and the amount of Shiba Inu Coin that Shibarium is going to be burning. And I find it, I find it strange because the SHIB team, those that are in support of the SHIB team, they won't even recognize the numbers. They simply ignore the numbers and tell everybody that adoption is the key forward. Now, the only logical explanation for ignoring the numbers is that they know the outcome, and the outcome leads to 0 Shiba Inu coin being burned at its current state. Satoshi has made no announcement. Cal has simply laughed in the face of anybody who believes that fees should be increased at all. Lucy blocks anybody who asks for simple math to be done, and you've got many, many more Shiba Inu Coin ecosystem team supporters degrading and condescending and looking down on anybody who is simply asking for an answer. Now, I might have an answer in this video. I'm going to throw it by you guys to see what you think about it. And it's going to be a very interesting approach, because I don't believe that the Shiba Inu Coin ecosystem team is going to be playing along. So let's discuss what they're saying and what a solution might be. If it sounds like something you're interested in, let's get started. Let's get started. What's up, everybody? I'm Clay. I'm here to make 2023 the best year ever. If you haven't clicked that subscribe button, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Join us, become a pro. We are here every single day, and we are growing our portfolios together. Now, look, if you guys are brand new to investing, you don't know how or where to buy stocks in crypto, you get a link in the description below for Webull. It is super simple to set up your account. Any deposit, you guys are getting at least 6 free stocks, up to 12 free stocks, and you're earning 5% on your cash balances. If you guys want cryptocurrency exclusive exchanges where you can buy, sell, trade, short, leverage, all that good stuff, you've got KuCoin and Binance down there. Now, KuCoin and Binance, they offer rewards for the more active traders. So the more you trade, the more you're going to earn. But please be aware, if you're holding on those exchanges, it's going to be considered a loan to those exchanges. So if you want to mitigate that risk and make it your asset, you need to look at a cold storage or DeFi wallet. Alright guys, I'm not going to read through this entire thing. It's a very long tweet, but you guys are very quickly going to get the idea of what these Shiba Inu Coin ecosystem team supporters are trying to portray right now. It is ignorance of the number. They're completely ignoring it. So it's ignorance of the numbers, but this idea that adoption cannot increase if the fees increase. Now, we're not asking for a dramatic increase in fees. Right now, if you're looking at the fees on Shibarium, basically 1 cent is the priority fee. 1 cent goes to validators. And then 0.011 zeros, 1, goes to burns. Now, if you double burns, it's 11 zeros and a 2. If you 10x burns, it's 10 zeros and a 1. If you 100x burns, you see what I'm saying? You could million-x burns and not even have a 1/1000th% increase in the overall fees. So that's the entire issue here, is that burns could be dramatically increased, but they are ignoring that. A 1 million-x increase in the overall burns would not increase the total fees by 1/1000%. Why ignore that? Why not talk about those numbers? Because they simply do not want to burn. That is the only explanation. So listen, my thoughts about Shibarium fees. Beyond the words of Ryoshi, who is obviously made up, guys, Ryoshi is probably just a different account that Satoshi had to create his origin story as to, how we're going to develop around the SHIB ecosystem team. Nobody would give the keys to an outsider, which is what happened, unless, of course, the insider, the creator, said to give those keys. So it's a very interesting and well thought out story, but it works. Beyond the words of Ryoshi wanting Shibarium fees to be low, or as low as possible, raising the fees will be an opposing force to adoption. Name me one person that would be upset with the overall fee increasing by 1/1000th%. Nobody. Not a single person on this earth. That fish salesman is selling his Dorados in Dubai or whatever the heck that story was about. Would he really be upset that instead of getting charged 1 cent, he got charged 1.00001 cent? No. It would never affect anything. But we would increase burns by 1,000,000x. It says, remember, this is my reasoning here, and this is terrible reasoning. I'll explain why. This is my reasoning. When Vitalik burned most of his SHIB, there was a massive burn, but it was in the middle of a huge down correction. I have mentioned this before, and I think SHIB Burn wrote about it too recently. Absolutely. The huge spike that saw SHIB's all-time high was months after Vitalik's burn. Demand is what increased the price, not the biggest burn that SHIB will ever see. And this is correct. But if Vitalik never burned those coins, and the demand was exactly the same as it is in this example, instead of reaching 8,800 points per coin, we would have reached 4,400 points per coin. The all-time high would have been half. Why? Because the supply was reduced by nearly a half. It doesn't go to show you that burns will increase demand. No, that's not what we're saying. Burns will increase the maximum price. Burns will allow for a higher price at the same market cap. Supply doesn't necessarily affect demand, and it doesn't have to. But what it does is allows for higher prices to be achieved with the same level of demand. So if you want a market cap of $100 billion on SHIB, we can expect to double the all-time highs. Or if we burn 90% of the supply, we can expect to 20x the all-time high price. If we burn 99% of the supply, we can 200x the all-time high price. Supply absolutely has an effect on the overall price. We're not asking for an effect on demand here. We're not asking for burns to increase demand. We're asking for burns flat out. One single burn. And this post goes on to say that if everybody adopts and uses Shibarium, burns will be there. But they don't look at the numbers. Right now, with the current fee structure, it would require 8.5 quadrillion transactions, which is nothing in the history of mankind has transacted 8.5 quadrillion times. You know, do the math. I don't even think since the beginning of time, humans would have taken 8.5 quadrillion breaths. This number is so outstanding and incomprehensible that it will not be achieved by Shibarium. But they are unwilling to look at those numbers. So here's an idea, okay? If they're not going to do it, we could do it. What about the validator fees, right? They've got this idea where validators are kings. They sit at 165 million times higher than the burn fees. What if I were to start a validator? Now, I'm not saying that it would be approved, okay? What if I were to start a validator and the true Shiba Inu Coin community validated or delegated with that validator? And those fees, the profit from those fees, or a portion of those fees, something, where everybody could still profit for delegating and so on, but a significant portion of the priority fee received by that validator was sent to the burn wallet. Don't you think that near 99% of all of the delegations would go to that validator? Then we would truly have Shiba Inu Coin burns. They wouldn't be 1/165 millionth of the priority fee. It would be a much more significant portion. And at that point as well, that validator could do very well in terms of voting power. If the doggy DAO ever gets released and Shiba Inu Coin holders become governors of the Shibazens that they so desperately desire to rule over. I want to know what you guys think. Down in the comments below, what are your thoughts on those ideas? And if that button right there is still red, make sure to click it. Subscribe to the channel. Join us. Become a bro. We are here every single day, and we are growing our portfolios together. ClayBro 883 everywhere. 6 to 12 free stocks on Webull, KuCoin, and Binance. Read Discord, and until the next time, hope each and every one of you have an awesome day. let's get started.